it! They haven't spotted us! Cobra, attack!
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Action Reaction. Today we have the Holy Grail and my first ever unboxing of G.I.JOE Classified series. We have the Target exclusive Cobra Island Cobra Viper. Oh man, this figure, this has given me literal nightmares. I mean, this figure has been so hard to go and find. I am not sure, really what to say. I mean, this figure opened up on a particular day. It was never available online. If there were any quantities, they were just picked up by the scalpers. We were given false promises that they are available in the store. We go to the store and now nothing, nada. I mean, hats off to the people who actually went down to the store and were able to track this down. So, without further ado, we have the Cobra Viper. And now, based on the new rating system that we came up in the last episode, we will actually be going ahead and rating this on a scale of 10. So, let's start with the box. If you can see, this figure is marvelous. As you can see, this is an excellent art. I will try to find who had created this particular art, but this is mind-blowing. This is like the USP of this particular box. See the map of Cobra Island. This is what we get for the standard Cobra Island figures. On the right hand side, we have those codes which signifies what is the proficiency of this particular Cobra Viper. And again, there is a separate website or an app wherein you can go ahead and identify what are those qualities. So here is the Cobra Viper. This box looks pretty amazing. Where appreciation is due, it's due. This is an excellent box. I love every aspect of it. Number 22 of G.I.JOE Classified series Cobra Island Cobra Viper. So again, in terms of box, I give this the entire full point. This figure will be out of box, but this box will always remain with me. Let's go on and take this particular figure out of its box to review this. Now, to do the honors, I have my close buddy Dean, who is going to help me take this guy out. So Dean, let's start, buddy. This is what we have out of the box. So this is what we have out of the box. Thank you, Dean, for doing the honors. Thank you very much. And now let's go ahead and take a look at its design, and we are going to review that at the scale of 3. So let's go. So now we have in front of us the out of box action figure for Cobra Viper. Now what we get in this particular action figure is, of course, the Cobra Viper action figure, the scarf, a goggle, sort of a machine gun, a pistol and a backpack. Let's quickly look at this. So here is the machine gun. I do not know what is the name of this particular machine gun, but it looks rad. I mean, I am really impressed, and I just have one problem. When it comes with this kind of a handle, it's really hard for us to place in. I mean, I do not understand why do you put this. I mean, just remove this. I'm not particularly fan of this particular design. It creates a problem while posing. Design wise, I think this gun is good. Practicality of this gun, I am not really sure, but this is a good design too. Then again, a small pistol. I'm not sure if this is something that's similar to the Cobra Trooper that we had. That was again a Target exclusive. Then we have a scarf, and thankfully we do not have to remove his head, just put it around him. Then a goggle. I mean, I'm not sure how this goggle will come into effect because he has a mask. This is something that's similar to the Cobra Commander, but okay, I mean, the more the accessories, the better. A backpack. Now this happens to be one of the best backpacks that I have seen that the G.I.JOE Classified series team has designed. Comes with an excellent Cobra insignia. I believe this could be grenades, or I think these are flash grenades or normal explosive grenades. It comes with a ring. It comes with a rope. There are few sachets which will probably hold his essential medicines, water, food, whatever is needed. And overall this is a very nice backpack. When we come to the figure, let's take, and again as per our ritual, I'll just turn it around so you can explore this figure before we actually talk about this. So just turning it around, this is one nice figure. I mean, I love the Cobra Trooper, that is nice, but for some reason I love this a tad bit more than the Cobra Trooper. Okay, now let's go. His head, that I believe is sort of a straight rehash from the Cobra Commander, but it is better. If you see, this doesn't have any open slot. All these things, they are just glued together, so this head is in proportion. This helmet looks good. This particular blue color, I mean, surely this is an exclusive to Target, but they would probably be releasing this in their normal line. Probably it would come with a slightly dull color, as they have done with the Cobra Infantry Trooper. But this color, I mean, it just shines up. This helmet is nice. If you look, this is overall an excellent work that has been done. Then we go down to the waist. The waist has the Cobra insignia, several pouches, again some flash grenades. I believe this could be a supporter to hold this particular vest. You know, nice intrinsic designs, nice detailing that has been shown. I'm not sure what this is, but probably could be a magazine for his rifle. Then again a Cobra insignia and several pouches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So it's very well designed. If we go to the hand, you can see those wrinkles on that cloth, which gives you an appearance that he is actually wearing a costume and not just something that has been painted on his figure. So excellent work. If you can see this, if you can see this small details, yep, that's it. Then we have our gloves, which has sort of a red padding on it, and general black gloves. That is really nice. Yep, if you can see these red marks, they just go over completely around his waist. This is designed very well. Now if we come down, this has sort of a feel like a denim material. Now of course this is not your normal jeans, but it gives a very good rendition of a denim material. And again, if you go down, some red palettes to go on the top, which suddenly stops and then it moves on the inside of the figure. We have the pistol holder that's here. We have certain pouches that have been attached to this, and we finally come to his shoe or boots is what I would say. But before that, he has those knee braces that are very well designed. You know, it gives you sort of like, this doesn't need to be an expensive costume. This is just a uniform, and this is doing its job very well. And now if we go to the boots, the same pattern from his knee braces has moved forward completely on his boots, so it's very well. And these are sort of, I mean, no fancy stuff. I mean, if you look at the G.I. Joe Classified series, the boots and all the accessories, they are sort of, you know, extensively designed, intrinsically designed, but this is simple, and sometimes simplicity is what we want. I do not see any paint chips or something, so this is, yeah, just something over here. I'm not sure if this was intended or if this is a misapplication, but okay, here you can see some more misapplications. They have tried to do as much of a good job as possible. Yeah, I mean, I can live with this. You can see this is not redded out, but I can live with this. Yeah, I think overall this is a very good design. So in terms of design, we have to score it out of 3. Now it just takes it a bit notch up. This looks really nice when we add these accessories. Yeah, so I think for design we have 3 points. I'll go as high as 2.75 on this. Let's be a bit critical. Look at this bag, just a moment. And everything is so well detailed, so well designed, so well painted. I really cannot complain about this. I mean, okay, now is the time for the articulation. I mean, with G.I. Joe series, Snake Eyes was an excellent example of articulation wherein everything just works smoothly. Cobra Trooper, I'll say, yeah, Yesh, it is more on the Yesh side. Let's see how this figure compares to that. So let's have his head. It goes right, left, no problem. It goes completely around, so that's good. Does it go up and down? So no up, and oh, this is pretty decent down. I mean, it can take his head completely down. If you see, there are some stoppages on this particular figure, if you see over here. So if those were not the case, it might even go a bit down, but yeah, I think this is a good articulation. It doesn't, oh, and this much up, this much down. So I think I'm pretty much happy. Let's take a look at his hand. Let's spread it across. Okay, that's nice. That's more than 90 degrees, so I'm happy with that. And the hand turns around completely. It also has a bicep curl which rotates completely, so this is good. We have double jointed arms, so let's see how much justice do they do. Yeah, this is like the MEFX quality. This is very good in terms of, and again, it might go a bit, but with all his I will say this as a gauntlet, this gauntlet and the wrinkling on his particular shoulder, I think this is how much it can go, and it can stretch a bit up. So I would still say a very good articulation on his hand. Now let's take a look at his hand. It goes completely around, so that's nice. Does it go up? There is no up or down as such, but there is possibly an inside and an outside. So good, this is nice. He doesn't have any chest articulation. In terms of waist, yeah, let's see, he goes this much, he can crouch this much and this much. So there could be an articulation, but I'm not going to take this out. So there could be an articulation under this jacket. This is purely its waist articulation. It can go now. There is, I think, a chest articulation, but probably I'm not really sure. But again, this waist articulation, it can go completely around. Now let's take a look at his leg. So here it is. It goes beyond 90 degree. I mean, wow. Oh my goodness, really? This can do this complete thing? Oh wow, that was awesome. And go back. I mean, yes, this could be a bit problem, but I think this leg goes completely around, and I mean, this could be good. Yeah, and it comes back again to its place, so that is really nice. When it comes to his knees, it is again a double jointed knee. Let's see. Okay. Oh, this is pretty nice. I love this. Yeah. We can, if we force it up, we can almost reach his back, which is really nice. So I love this. And finally, the toe articulation. Let's see. It goes this much down, goes this much up. It does a side-by-side swivel. So overall, in terms of articulations also, as per its design, it is notch on. I would suggest, just probably up and down. That's where it could be a bit problematic. Other than that, everything, and probably on its head wherein it limits, and it happens to be a single jointed ball joint. Yep, that's it. So don't know if you can just put in a Cobra Trooper, try and sort of customize it around. That's cool. Yep. So I think in terms of its articulation, this is a pretty solid figure. I love the way the articulation works on this. So out of 2, I'm going to give it a handsome 1.75. I love the articulation on this figure. Now let's move ahead with sort of posing this particular figure and also getting some history about this particular character. So Cobra Vipers are basically your Cobra Troopers or Cobra Soldiers. However, as compared to a Cobra Trooper, they have received additional training and they have better equipments. When we talk about equipments, they are equipped with the armored helmets and waist that can sort of mask their heat signature. They also have assault rifles and built-in grenade launchers, something which we have already seen with this figure. Although just looking at the rifle, I'm not sure if it did had the grenade launcher capability or not. So this particular figure is the first interpretation of this particular Viper in a 6-inch scale. Previously we have had like 3 figures if my research is correct, and all of them were 3.75 inch. The first figure, which is very close to this particular iteration, was released in 1986. Then a green variant of that was released in 1989, and finally we had a brown variant which was released in 1991. So now it's assumed that Cobra Viper is the next evolution or the next promotion for your general Cobra Trooper. So if you have to make it big into the Cobra organization, you should at least start with a Cobra Viper. So that is like sort of a benchmark for the individual troopers. First, let's be a Cobra Viper, then we move to a bigger roles. Now, as we are seeing, this particular figure is, I would say it is nimble. It is very easy for us to pose this particular figure. I love the way those articulation works and the way I can pose it in various poses. I still have that problem with that gun, but I mean, one step at a time. Now, related to availability of this figure, this has been a nightmare. This has been, as I had mentioned previously, a bane for the collectors. Target and Hasbro both did a poor job in terms of distributing this figure. Every Target store was probably just getting a case which had 6. There was absolutely no communication that was sent out by Target if these stores were receiving those figures, and if we saw on the app that this particular figure was available in the store, still if you go, we had to wait. My personal experience was I had to wait for 2 hours before we were turned down from the store that it's not ready. An hour back, I came back into the store just to check, and they say, oh, we have just sold out. I mean, this is a very bad job that Target has done in terms of distributing it. But enough of Target bashing. So in terms of availability, this was very hard to get. I am going to be very critical. The only place where you can find it right now is probably, through scalpers on eBay or Mercury. So in terms of its availability, I'm just going to give it a 0.5 since I at least got it from scalpers I don't want to talk about that. Now, in terms of posability, as you have already seen, this is an extremely nimble figure. So you have already seen its posing capabilities. So I am going to give this 1.5 out of 2 points for posing capability. So that takes out the final score of Cobra Viper to a respectable 7.5 out of 10. So I believe with this, I will end my review. Thank you everyone for hanging with me and, being a part of this journey in reviewing this excellent, poorly distributed figure. So until next time, this is Ash. We'll see each other. Goodbye. Thank you.